So Nurse Hannah is one of the TikTok's biggest phenomenons right now because she recently got pretty famous for her treatment of her kids in her videos. But the reason she got popular in the first place, because she made a video where she was going around her house picking up diapers.
Let's pick up all the dirty diapers I have lying around my house right now. I kid you not, my guess is probably 15. Right here on the coffee table. So far that's what, 7 diapers, I'm pretty sure. That's just down here, like in the kitchen living room area. Let's go upstairs. If I counted right, that's 17 diapers lying around my house. No wonder my house friggin' stinks right now.
People started following her because she was actually talking about stuff related to nurse housing and stuff like that. Some people felt that they could relate to this type of content. But now everyone's looking back at her past videos and it's not looking good at all for her.
I can't do that. Now, the next way that we save a lot of money while we eat out is we don't order drink. We don't drink alcohol. We're not ordering sodas. We literally, when they come to get our drink order, we are only 100% of the time. If we have leftovers, we are bringing it home. I see so many people stand up from their table and leave half of their food there, and then it just gets thrown away. If I'm paying for that food, it's coming home with me if I didn't eat it. So anyways, that's how you eat cheap on vacation. Always making sure your hotel has a breakfast. Always doing research on restaurants before you actually get there on prices. Not blowing a ton of money on drinks and appetizers. And
So in that video there, I usually wouldn't put the kid's face in the video, but she's already plastered it all over the internet. And his face is actually a telltale sign of how he's being treated in that situation right there. In the video, she's talking about how to save money on vacation because she was actually on vacation and they're going out to eat. So they're trying to save some money. They're not going to do anything else besides get waters, all this stuff. They're going to eat all their food. But the one thing they're not going to do is let their kid have a meal. That kid there is just watching their parents eat. They're not eating anything at all. And they're just sitting there. They don't even have a cup of water in front of them. But it's just sad to see that that kid's face is telling it all. And she posted this TikTok to her page and she didn't think anything of it. It wasn't as anything out of normal for her. And there's more of this. So you might be a little confused what happened in that clip. So that is a deleted video from Hannah's page. You cannot find that anymore. And that video, her husband was simply handing the kid a item. I think it was ice cream, and he put it in front of his face. And a lot of people have been doing this trend on TikTok where they would look like they're about to hit their kids because they're younger. It's a learned reflex that if your kids hit, they're going to try to reflect or something like that. And a lot of people are showing that that is a learned trait and it's not actually just instinctive when you're that young. And people have done it all the way up until they're older kids. Right there, that's kind of weird, sus. She even deleted the video, which made it even weirder. It would make it seem more okay. Like, I mean, you put someone in someone's face, they kind of react a certain way. But if she's deleting it, it's kind of a telltale sign that she obviously thinks something was wrong with that video and she's trying to hide something.
first stop were $9 lobster rolls. Technically, we got a lobster roll, a fried shrimp roll, and a fried
So you're seeing in that video that he wasn't getting fed before, but now when he's actually trying to get at the food that's put in front of him, they're kind of just like smacking his finger, taking it. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that. He's basically trying to get the food. Eating Buffalo Wild Wings in front of him, and he obviously doesn't have his own food, so he's gonna start picking out like the fries and all that stuff, and he's just picking up the scraps while everyone else basically gets to eat, and it just not a good look for her. And she never comes out and explains what the reasoning in these videos are. It just doesn't make any sense, and it kind of seems like he's being tortured because he's not getting fed fully, and he's just looking at them eating like luxurious foods. I mean, I'm not saying Buffalo Wild Wings is luxurious, but it's compared to nothing it is.
I mean, I have a million of these, but not least for this video, I'm not changing my kid's diaper when they pee. I've never done that. Do you know how expensive diapers are? I have friends and people that I know that like, oh, they peed, we have to change their diaper. And I'm like, they peed? Literally, I will change his diaper if he poops. Or if it's like a very full diaper.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know anything about changing diapers or anything, how expensive they are really, I'm gonna compare it to like underwear. If you soil your pants in underwear, you have to change them. It's gonna be virtually the same thing because you will get infections, rashes, all this types of stuff. For the fact is that you have to now think about how many diapers were in her house and how many there actually should have been if she's only doing that a certain amount of times if they're full completely. So there probably might have been double amount if she was properly taking care of the diapers in that situation.
I'm to an 18-month-old, and I'm sorry, but a pat on the bum doesn't hurt them. It helps them on the long run.
Now, this is just a terrible look. It blatantly just said that she puts her hands on her kids, or if not her husband does it. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad way. People have different ways of parenting. I'm not completely disagreeing one way. It's just, it's kind of a bad look when you're literally putting something in front of your kid's face and they're obviously flinching, thinking they're going to get hit.
You guys know how my husband spent $1,500 on hunting supplies? Well, yeah, because it didn't stop there, because there were several $100s afterwards to actually process the elk. So today we're finally putting that money to good use and we're making elk steak nachos.
I'm sorry, but I can't spend $35 on a toddler jacket. I know he needs one, obviously. I'm not just gonna say, like, don't take his blanket, please. That's brother's blanket. Don't take it. It's cold. I know I can't just be like, oh, like, it's too expensive. He doesn't need to have a jacket. He needs a jacket. Especially if it's 8 degrees outside.
So I just got a $17 sandwich from Surf City Sandwich here in Arizona. I literally just spent $51 on a single Popeyes chicken sandwich. You can check my receipt. You can.
Bro, so she was flabbergasted over the fact that she had to spend $35 for her kid's coat. Their kid's probably going to wear for at least a year, but she can order a $51 Popeye sandwich. I don't even know how you do that, even let alone if you're ordering $51 at Popeyes, take a time out. We got no more problems there. You might be fat, okay? But let's get down to the point. She doesn't want to spend money on her kids, but she wants to spend money on food, which a lot of you guys are probably mad watching this or frustrated or something. But this one guy took it to the extreme. He actually found Nurse Hannah's exact address and he reported her.
Got you, Hannah. And I did find your home address, and I'm going to report you to CPS because that shit don't fly with me. Hi, Hannah. I know you don't know me. My name's Anthony. Now, during the day, I typically do remodel and repair on houses, but on the side and for fun, I like to find people that like to fuck around and find out. And guess whose turn it was tonight? So Hannah, by now, the entire internet's seen all the videos you treating your kids atrociously. I'm not going to stand for it. And I know there's some other people that said they reported you to the Board of Nursing, your agency. I want us to look through all your videos. So I searched for your husband's name, and I found a 2-year-old Instagram post where you called him Brax. And Brax is short for Braxton. So I searched Braxton Hyatt in Utah. And finally, I had an old LinkedIn profile pop up. It was this one right here. And Braxton Hyatt. And then right down here, it says when he's out of school, he wants to go into real estate. And I was like, he looks like he's really well put together and he probably followed his dream. So guess what I did? I searched Hyatt Realty. This is what popped up. Now, obviously, I blocked out the addresses because that would be doxing and I don't want anybody's personal information out there. But this is what popped up. And I scrolled down a little bit and guess who's the manager? It's you, Hannah. And the address that you all use, I was like, let me look at that address. Let me just see where this office is. It's in a condo. I wonder if I search them together. So I searched Hannah and Braxton Hyatt in Utah, and this is what popped up. This is a podcast that you two were on a few years ago. Didn't the podcast just talk about you buying a house not too long ago? In Google Street View, say for sale right there. Let's go into Zillow. See that cabinets? See the granite countertop? See the chandelier? Let's go to one of Hannah's videos. See those cabinets? See the granite countertop? See the chandelier? CPS will come knocking, and I will be getting your information over to the state nursing board because it goes against their ethics policy for you to treat anyone that way. Now, Hannah, you have the day you deserve.
So after this guy basically exposed her and he reported her to all these places, a lot of people started making these fake TikToks saying that she was actually arrested, and they're clearly showing other people. I mean, a lot of people do want to see her arrested, but I mean, at that false news, and it's just fake, and it's just so dumb.
Breaking news. Nurse Hannah has reportedly been arrested. Yesterday, TikToker Anthony Blackwell claimed he had located Nurse Hannah's home address and reported her to CPS for her treatment of her children. CPS is...
But if you guys like this video, you're probably gonna like the video on the screen right now. It's about Jack Doherty and how he's a terrible person on the internet, and he actually ended up crashing his car, texting and driving.